podcast. Welcome back to KingWoes Court. Episode 19 is upon us now, and I have a fantastic band to chat to today who I've been dying to get on for ages, but I'm just a useless shit. So I mean, thankfully they finally agreed to come on the show, and I see big things for these boys. Welcome to KingWoes Court, Slung From A Tree. How are you, boys?
How you on, man? Perfect. Glad to be on.
Thank you very much for coming on. I see we have Aaron, who has half a head, and we have Owen. And hey, nothing wrong with that, man. at least you're not giving us full head, you know.
Here, that I could do this one as well.
I tell you now, that just looks like you're uncircumcised, you know. Anyways, welcome to the show, lads. How you keeping?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Yeah. All good now, to be honest.
And fucking chilled out, like.
You don't say.
Yeah.
It's fantastic to have you on, and I know you have a great fucking following, don't you? Actually.
Yeah.
You do.
Not too bad, like fucking.
Yeah, that's pause, I guess, kind of. Yeah, I guess.
Wouldn't really, haven't really thinked about it. Yeah, like fucking.
Not something I never thought about, to be honest.
Yeah, not really, like fucking.
Yeah, I'm always hearing about the band, so you know, and obviously I know very much about. I know a good lot about the band, obviously, but it's always great to hear. But you know, like especially up in Dublin, you have a great name up in Dublin. You know?
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We're not that bad up in Dublin, lads. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
This thing wouldn't even think it, to be honest, man. They're never even things to think about, like.
Yeah, well, I mean, the gas thing now is, well, first of all, how's everyone dealing with this COVID shit? How are you doing?
Yeah, grand, lad.
Not too bad.
Not doing a lot, really. Can't really do much with the band either, because, like, Aaron and Steve are in Kerry, where, like, myself and Andrew are in Limerick. So it's kind of been, like, stuck. Do you know what I mean? We had a lot of things, like, we were ready to get a lot of shit done, and then, boom, a lot of shit couldn't get done, basically. And, like, same for fucking, you know yourself, man, same for a lot of bands, same for most bands, I'd say.
Yeah.
But, like, that's it. We've just kind of been trying to figure things out now, and what are we actually going to do in terms of everything, you know? Not even start, like, on that, but fucking, just, it's going to be doing a lot, to be honest. Even my workplace has been closed. I just tell the truth, sitting home, fucking, you can probably guess it's smoking weed, like, you know, fucking, like,
well, at least you have your fucking camera normal. He's fucking, look at him.
I know, easy. Go prompt your camera and something there.
I have to put it up on something, yeah, that'd be like this.
I have mine on my kitchen table with a pile of laundry as a camera stand.
There you go. That's the professional. Should be in you should have just done this podcast down, you know what I mean? But
I know, man. Look, Carl, not everyone's gifted like us. Man.
Exactly. It's always the low end. Always the low end. Anyway, lads, tell me a little bit about the band. Tell me when you started, and tell me you know where you came up with it. I'm assuming the name is from Five Will Die.
Yeah. Hang on.
Brilliant. What a fucking band.
I know. They were one of the bands that introduced me to the heavier side.
Brilliant. Brilliant. What was the vocalist name again?
Andy.
What a vocalist. Jeez.
I know.
He was like a fucking.
Don't say the Logans, boy.
He was like a V8 engine, like singing, like fucking.
Yeah. I mean,
it was consistent too. You know, there was no there was no drop or any like you know. You hear no like strain in his voice. It was just consistent.
We played some good gigs with them there back in the day. Like you know, we had a great relationship with them. You know. fucking great. Sadly missed, obviously. But,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Anyway, so tell me about Slung From A Tree.
I'd say we kind of started. I had like a song or two written, and I was kind of there was really no one around here, and I'd been to the Siege a few times, and I'd met Owen. So then I just messaged him basically on Facebook, and
Yeah,
we just kind of did a practice, like, and just kind of went from there. Then he knew Andrew then, and that was it basically. Then
that was it. Aaron was only you weren't even what age you sure didn't have.
15 or 16.
I was still in secondary school.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some of your early days, and you look like a baby, man, Aaron.
Yeah.
I'd say
we obviously worried half time playing gigs if you get ID'd or not. Yeah. We'd walk outside to go for some horrible remedies. We walk back in now, and Aaron will go, I hope the fucking mountain says no. No, we never. It was always grand.
Yeah. Excellent. I don't think we ever had any bother like this.
No.
Not that I think. Nah.
Now, how did this get like half of you from Kerry and half of you from Limerick? How did that work?
It was literally just from like, as Aaron said, see, me and Andrew went to school together, and we lived in the same side of town, and like Andrew played drums and shit, and he was into metal and all that crack, and sure, we were trying to do something music-wise, jamming with different friends and shit, and as Aaron was saying, I met Aaron and Steve through the Siege, and Aaron was saying that, they play that kind of music, sludge, stoner and all that, they were writing songs and all that kind of crack, and if I knew a drummer, and sure I knew Andrew, and that was it. We met for practice, and went from there really, the lads kind of had it like ready and all. It was just me and Andrew joining in practically,
He's completed the lineup, so to speak.
Yeah, Aaron was recording music and all already, recording some stuff, and recording bass tracks and guitar and stuff, and had stuff ready. So it was just a matter of us coming in and learning a couple of things, then making other tunes and stuff. It was cool. It was fun,
Yeah.
As I said, we were all still in secondary school doing it,
I tell you, it's some choice of music to start off with when you're kids. Like, fuck, man. Nasty shit.
Funny, alright, like,
you don't see a lot of, I suppose a lot of more, but you don't see a lot of like younger bands. You do now. There's a couple of now with the Detroit names, and it's not really like a go-to genre, really, is it?
No.
So it's quite straight to like so trash and speed and that kind of crack.
Yeah, but with sludge and all the different kind of variations of, I'm not going to say styles or whatever. You either love it or you fucking hate it, And
that's the thing, man. Yeah, literally.
And if you love it, you're a lifer, That's the great thing about it.
Exactly, because yourself, it varies a lot. For something that has, there's a huge variation.
Yeah.
It's probably the best. If you know what I mean, it's the best style of metal that has the best variations, I think.
Yeah.
Because it has almost elements of all of it in it, you know yourself, sure.
Absolutely. So where would you jam? Would you jam in Kerry or would you jam in Limerick, or these?
It was a mix of both for a while, sure, really, wasn't it? Because the lads had Aaron tell you, the lads had no warehouse, kind of.
Yeah, we it was just like a big shed basically, and we had like all the amps in there and a drum kit, and it was just fucking like you could just turn everything as loud as you wanted to.
And then you need to do it with that kind of music, you really do.
Yeah, like it was the perfect. Like we had fucking like at some of the practices we had like 6 or 7 amps going for the guitars.
Because when he says all the amps are in there, there's a wall inside it. Like that was the thing. I barely had a bass and an amp, but that's literally all I had. I had a cheap bass and a cheap combo. And I remember going up to practice, the lads were walking in, and a big fucking wall of stacks and heads. I was like, whoa! I was like, okay. Okay.
It's a pity. Have
That
you
was a
ever
game
recorded?
changer.
Have you ever recorded any jams from those days?
There's a few videos, kind of like, but they're not the best. Like,
like it was early, like
yeah,
wasn't it?
like we were like,
But towards the end, alright, but we didn't really get many videos
oh,
either.
we didn't really, because like that was it. We were only trying to learn the songs even back then, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to get
Towards the
songs
end,
together.
like towards the end when we had it. When did we have it up till? It was around, I think it was
2018.
Yeah, like, but
had it for the
open
first
door,
2 years, roughly two and a bit years.
yeah.
But yeah, besides when we were practicing Kerry, it'll be inside rehearsal space in Limerick, little studio in town. Open Door Studios is called, run by a mate of ours, Joey. Lovely lad, lovely to do. But he has no problem with us going inside there. Like, you know, that's the thing. You know, it's handy to have places that don't mind, you know, being a bit louder. You know,
Absolutely.
and he is handy spot man, because you know, just give him a message and let you know what days suit for him. Like, you know, it's handy because as much as it'd be handy to have an old space for yourself, sometimes it's can't money wise, and it's not so hard to find spots. You know yourself, like.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like for us at the moment, half the band is lives up north. So it wouldn't like that. It wouldn't be feasible for us to have our own lock-up bar space. Now we've done it before, and it's great. It works out brilliant. But you have to be able to jam every week, and we can't.
That's the thing.
You know?
That's it.
So
when you have a space like that, at least you're able to do that. You know that you can have your own time, and you know yourself being able to do it at your own ease. Like, you know, that's kind of the big benefit of that, and being able to spend as much time as you need to. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Enjoy relax and stuff, and be able to, you know, have as much time as you need.
I think I look at the flip side of it as well, though. Like not having to clean up a jam room.
Oh man,
stop! It's good as well, really.
Alex Holzinger will tell you, man, what our jam room smelled like. I remember he came in one day and was like, "Oh, you fucking cut the smell with a knife inside here, boys." You know, I smell of balls and it's like
a big pussy or something, wouldn't you?
Oh, it's not, man. I know, yeah. You know, he used to be. I say as well. He was bad smell, but he's a funny mushroom, all Alex. He's
a good kid, alright. Tell me, so would you see yourselves more as part of the Limerick scene, or is there even a Kerry scene?
Nah, there's nothing here. Like,
I would say Limerick based, in fairness. Like,
like there's literally zero other bands here. Like,
that's mad. I just think it's crazy. But like, I mean, Kerry will be a relatively big county, like.
Yeah, like it's fucking. It's
there used to be a few in
like.
Tralee, wouldn't there?
Yeah, there's a few like I suppose 7 or 8 years ago now, but like there's nothing now, not that I know of anyway.
That's a shame. Like, I mean, I suppose the Irish metal scene really is based in Dublin, Belfast, Cork, and Limerick, and Galway. 4
points, really, isn't it? Like, that's the thing. It all, even counties from the outside, they all kind of merge to one or the other, like, don't they?
Yeah, like you could look Drogheda in with us. Kind of, you know what I mean? You know, Louth.
The greater Dublin area.
Yeah. But we keep snapping a bit of it every year, you know. So.
Yeah. But no, we always said Limerick / Kerry, but you know, as a band, you know, we would be, I suppose, a Limerick band, like, you know.
Yeah.
Representing the Limerick.
Yeah, of course, man.
How many times have you played the Siege, lads? Actually.
Twice, isn't it? Twice.
Yeah, twice. We're meant to play it. We're meant to play
the one that got cancelled. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great fucking setup that is. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. There's nothing like it as well. Fairness, like, you know.
No.
I know. I mean, the amount of crowd that you can potentially get is fucking brilliant. Like.
Yeah.
I know, and for places as well. I know Dolan's is small, but for, you know, a small enough venue, like, you know, I've seen that place packed, like, you know.
Like, I remember an Orange Goblin played there. To stop people coming to play. Like.
Oh yeah.
Even
You know?
the upstairs, they weren't even letting people into the
Yeah,
balcony.
like the entire warehouse is just shut off. Like.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you think about it, like that's the perfect, I suppose, meeting of Irish metal is PJ Limerick. You know, it's
definitely.
It's fantastic. And then, of course, they did the Siege cast 2 weeks ago. So
That was class. That was savage.
And it was cool. It was cool looking at the different camera angles and all. It was
it was.
You know.
Production was top. Well, the sound was everything was fucking.
The sound was class.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
And
it's nice to still have those kind of things as well, like, you know.
Well, that's it. I mean, people are trying to do things now. You know, like we're just everyone's trying to do stuff. I mean, I don't know if you heard about this project that Dara from Horrenda is doing now.
I think you mentioned it actually. Yeah, I think you did.
It's like Roadrunner United now. Not
I've seen that actually.
Yeah,
so I mean, like it's if we can get it off the ground, it's gonna be fucking.
Yeah. That'd be cool. It's like me and I talked about that before, like my friend Aaron O'Neill, because he was big into kind of like Slipknot and all those kind of bands, or the Roadrunner bands, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool just to get a big band, like, you know, from all, and sure, Dara's doing it anyways, like, so that's cool, like, you know. That's pretty sick.
I mean, like,
cool to jump on that bus, like, you know.
That's it. Like, I mean, I was saying it to him, it's the perfect way to kind of kickstart the scene again.
Yeah.
Considering the way things are, you know, and I mean, we're doing it for a good cause as well, which is always a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like that. I mean, in terms of the Dublin scene, there's fuck all happening. There's nothing. There's no studios open to jam even.
Has there been any live streams or anything back along? No.
Dublin bands. Really? No. I mean, again, like a lot of Dublin bands wouldn't have their own lockups, you know.
Yeah.
Or maybe access to production gear. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Like, there wouldn't really be a proper metal venue. I suppose Fibbers, but like compared to Dolan's and stuff. Like.
Yeah, Jesus, it's nothing compared to Dolan's, and I love Fibbers. I mean, but it's nothing compared to Dolan's. And I think it was it was discussed a while ago about possibly doing live streams in the downstairs venue.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. That'd be handy enough. Like, that's a nice little stage, like.
Yeah. And Marson does a good sound as well. So now I will say, I don't know if they're going to go ahead with it, but it was spoken about at one stage. You know.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
There's a lot more to it than you think as well, though.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Especially if you're trying to broadcast and then.
Yeah, like it'd be hard enough to just record it. Never mind.
I'm sure the lads will tell you that. Like, the lads inside Bar Rep, they'll tell you that because they, you know, that's what they were saying to us, that they're even learning as they're going along, like, you know.
But look at them, they're not afraid to take a chance. Look at them, like, look at them with the behemoth.
Yeah.
You know, in St. John's. That was unreal.
Yeah, that was something else. Did you go to that? Did you?
I didn't get to go, but again, I saw no photographs and videos and.
I was there. That was mad, man. It was mad. Like, you know.
What was the sound like? Was it good?
The sound was class. It was actually class because, like, it was in the fucking castle courtyard, like, you know, almost like, you know, a perfect kind of a ring. So I suppose it kind of made like a nice bit of like a natural amphitheater, like.
Class.
And like, as much as I love Joe Amon Martin Behemoth, Joe, there wouldn't be a daily listen, you know, and all that kind of crack. But even just seeing him live inside that kind of a venue was just class, like, you know. And, as a matter of fact, as well, the funny thing about that, there was like local councillors and shit who were protesting this because, you know, they seen what you know, Behemoth looked like during the whole, you know, kind of wannabe satanic shit and all that crack, and it was all mad, you know. All, you know, councils were like, we can't have this now, we're having this in our city, all this, we're trying to get petitions and everything going, and the church opposite the river, the name seems to be, I think it's St. Munchin's Church, I think. Across the river, they were ringing the bells and all when the gig happened as a protest. But sure, you couldn't hear nothing, man. You know?
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you could hear the bells, it would have added to the fucking Behemoth.
Yeah, exactly. That's what people were saying because it was in the. I think it was in the newspaper the next day or something like that. They mentioned how they had the bells ringing and all that crack. But there's actually serious drone footage from that on YouTube. I only came across not too long ago. It's really class because it's very picturesque. You know, you have the nice Shannon River,
Yeah.
the castle and everything, and then you outside you have a fucking a death metal band of some sort, a lot of fucking fire and shit. But it's class. It's class.
Yeah, it was a great moment for, I suppose, Irish metal, really, wasn't it? And even though I know it was international bands, but the fact that something that big and that kind of important was done outside of Dublin, because everyone fucking thinks it's all about Dublin, you know what I mean? There's just as good stuff around the country, you know?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
The gig they did in St. John, isn't it St. John's Church? The one kind of across from
next to
Joy's.
it. Yeah, that's it's not called St. John, but it's right literally the smaller church right next to St. John. It's
that's mad. That's mad, dude. Like a gig in a church. You know?
Yeah.
Can't remember the lineup for that now, but there was all big names. It was kind of more death metal and black metal kind of. I wasn't there at that.
Yeah,
I seen pictures all the way. They looked very, just like I was saying, picturesque. So all the black metal heads drinking cans in the fucking graveyard outside, like, you know. Oh, sick.
Well, there you go. It's great to see it, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
exactly. And that's the thing. There's always a nice variety, you know. It's always different. It's not always the same old thing, like, you know.
That's it.
Yeah. So, back to Slung anyway. You have one live EP out at the minute, don't you?
If you could even call it that. Yeah.
I was listening to it today. It sounds great.
Yeah, it's great, man. That was I think
that was the Casbah.
Yeah, it was the Casbah. I can't remember if it was either the Siege or not. Was it Aaron telling you?
No, it was with I think it was with KingWoes.
It was.
Yeah, you did King Witch at it, yeah.
KingWoes and Zlatan.
I remember. Yeah, that's right. Because I remember Kieran saying it, that he recorded it, whatever. Because all it was a live inside the Casbah, and Kieran was on the the desk, and he said he recorded or whatever through the PA, I think it was, and I don't know, I can't remember, but we were like, yeah, give us that, just slap it onto a CD and just throw it out for the crowd.
That's what he got a great fucking mix though.
Yeah,
it's a great mix.
That's the thing, Kieran, he's good at it, like, he's very fucking good at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, that's like when we released our live EP, that was we didn't know that was getting recorded until the day of. That was when we played with Crowbar in Belfast.
Oh, savage!
Yeah, and the guy brought his own sound desk for the gig, and he's like, "I want to record this," and I'm like, "Yeah, grand, no problem." And when we got the stuff back, I was like,
"No stress, like no pressure, lads."
No, fucking like. But when we got
that's perfect, though, isn't it?
Yeah, when we got it back, then I was like, "Fuck it, let's release that." It sounds deadly, like, so I just put it up on all the, you know, there's no physical copies of it, it's just electronic copies of it, you know. So but like that, I did like that. I wasn't expecting it, and just bang, threw it out there. You know?
That was the same. I'd say it was after we played. Kieran told us that he recorded it.
Yeah.
Like, as far as I can remember, you know. It's fucking...
Yeah, he sent this to us like a month later or something. Like that. Oh
yeah.
I forgot that I recorded this. Something like that, I think.
Who else? What other bands are kicking around that I mightn't have heard about in Limerick?
Alright. Tell the truth, man, there's a lot going on at the minute. Like, you know, as much as, you know, there actually are like a lot of even the older bands. There's a lot of like stuff going on. A lot of people are recording and getting stuff ready. As we were saying, you know, COVID kind of halted a lot of shit. But like, even there's a lot of like newer bands, like sure. Our mates, in particular, like there's New Age Messiah, Tombs, you know, Tombs.
Yeah, the boys.
Zephyr. They're like New Age Messiah and Zephyr. They're kind of the same kind of thing. They're that trashy kind of like sound. There's a lot going on, man. Even outside of metal, like I'm trying to think of names now, like, but there's like a lot. You know yourself when you're talking to people, you hear like everyone's doing something. Every person I've met in the band have a plan, or they're doing something.
Yeah.
Like, you know, whether it's a new recording, merch, you know, things like that. Because everyone has plans, so it's always nice to hear it. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck. Trying to actually name bands. That was the next thing. And you know, I suppose have you come across Trench Knife?
Oh yeah, Trench Knife. Yeah.
Yeah. Another fucking sick Limerick band. You know, of course, you've Shardborn. you know, the prog boys.
Are they doing that? Are they still? They're still going.
They're still going. Yeah, they're still going. I'm not too sure. They might be recording. I'm not too sure. Couldn't tell you, to be honest, but they're definitely still going. I think
I remember seeing something.
A live stream or something. Yeah, they did a live stream, didn't they?
Yeah, but they had something. There's definitely something up there, putting the finishing touches to the album or something like that. You know?
Cool.
Yeah.
I think.
As far as I know, from Dublin, I think Snowblind have started recording.
Oh,
that's quite nice. Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
see, I remember seeing them loads of times. Well, not loads of times. I remember seeing them plenty of times at the Siege, like, you know.
Yeah, fucking great band. They're one of my favourite bands in the country. Like,
definitely. There's the 3-piece as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of impressive seeing the 3-pieces, man, and having just such a big sound, like, you know.
Yeah. I think they played. I think it was upstairs at the Siege one year, or it was either upstairs or the warehouse. Fucking serious.
I think it was the main stage, wasn't it?
Yeah, I see them in the warehouse before. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah, it probably was. So yeah.
So and again, I just throw questions there and talk about shit here and there. Give me the kind of bands that you are into. Like, you know, who influences the sound of Slung From A Tree? You could probably guess, but I want you to tell me.
Yeah, you could guess. Like, it's a mix of almost like, you know, you said you figured out the stoner and sludge bands, and then as much as this music we listen to, you know, all the other bands around always have a big influence as well, like, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Like even with some of the songs like that we already had, like, you know, you play with a band and they do something and you say like, let's do this with the old songs, you know.
Aaron basically just the half-arse told you what little pad we have there.
I was
strictly confidential.
I was on about something else there.
I love it.
No, sure. You know yourself. You can figure out the bands. Like, I was really
Sleep.
I was really Sleep were one of the big ones, like, you know, and Ohm.
Yeah. Bongzilla,
Nomadics, Eyehategod, yeah.
All of them, every band, really.
Iron Monkey, yeah, every band. Just name them, and yeah, that's it. You know.
Would you have been a fan of both of them?
Yeah.
That was that was Dixie Dave's other band, wasn't it? Yeah, they're good now, alright.
Yeah. He
had a couple other bands, doesn't he, besides Weedeater?
Yeah, he had a few other ones, I can't remember the other ones. But
he's a mad bastard.
But that Weedeater be probably one of the like of that kind of sound with the harsh vocals, like I really like that.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Heavy.
It hits different, man, doesn't it? Like, it kind of hits different.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Their first album, can't think of the name now, but did you ever hear their song Bull?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
That's actually, as a matter of fact, Bongzilla put out a new album there yesterday on 420. The first album, like,
makes sense.
Odd years. Yeah, it makes sense. For Sleep did it as well. I think it was 3 years ago with the last album they made.
Yeah.
He put it out on 420. I remember waking up, man, and like, I can't remember who it was. Someone sent me a song. I think it was my mate Craig sent me a song. He was like, "You're not gonna fucking believe it." And I was like, "Holy fucking shit!" There's a new fucking Sleep album, like, you know, because you know yourself. That band kind of spend most of the time in hiatus, you know, and I remember they uploaded something in 2017 or 2016. Just a little nice little platter of like weed and different oils and resin on a huge fucking recording desk. And they were like, they didn't even caption it. That's all they needed to say, basically. And I was like, oh fuck, I wonder when that happened. And then boom, 2018, I think it was 420, waking up 10 o'clock in the morning. I was like, holy shit. You know, that was a game changer. That was a fucking great album.
Oh man, I have to say now, I love Sleep, but I much prefer High on Fire. You know?
Yeah, I can see why, man. I can see why. That's the same.
The earlier High on Fire is fucking unreal. Like.
You have people then they'll prefer, you know, the Ohm side of things. Like, you know, some people, like, you can tell some people be into Sleep for like either Matt Pike's, you know, kind of like aggression and all that. And then you have Al with mad like hypnotic bass playing and all that shit, like, you know. So that's the thing, isn't it? You have both sides of the coin with it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, High on Fire, savage. They put out an album not too long ago as well, didn't they? It was only
Yeah.
a year or two ago.
I can't remember.
It was recent. It was
recent enough.
And I listened to it. Like.
Oh
High
yeah.
on Fire, both man.
No, they're fucking great. Like, you know, and I saw them in Whelan's years ago.
Oh no way! Yeah.
Fucking deadly gig it was.
Jeez.
Them and Pelican. That's what the gig was.
Fucking hell.
It's mad. How long ago was that now?
Jesus, it must have been about 13 or 14 years. It was years ago. It was, I think, when they brought out that.
Black Wings, whatever is it?
No, the one after that. Not the one after Blessed Black Wings. Death is this community. Class.
Yeah, I think Sleep played in the Button Factory like 2013. I think.
Yeah.
Clips. I seen clips of it. I wasn't there. I seen clips of it on YouTube. Not a lot of clips, but I remember seeing it alright. Home meant to play in May, but obviously that's not going to happen. Like, you know.
Yeah. But they'll probably reschedule.
Yeah, exactly.
Theo, I think, was it this Saturday as well? COC were meant to be playing the Academy.
Yeah.
Was it this Saturday? Was it?
I think it was, Saturday. Came up and said, you have an event this Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, no, we don't.
I got a notification as well. Yeah, exactly. No, we don't.
Let's just hope, lads, that everything can get back to some sort of normality for bands, especially for our own bands, for local bands especially.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's it. Fucking, by the end of the year, anyway, hopefully.
Yeah. I know. Like, I mean, can you imagine how busy everyone's going to be when? And I just hope. I'm really hoping that everyone will go to fucking local gigs now. You know?
Yeah.
There's definitely going to be more of a push from there. You know, everyone's talking about it. You know, but you don't know. I know everyone's talking about it, but you might. I reckon there will be. You know, at least for a year, at least. You know?
Yeah.
It'll be a good. It'll be a good thrive again. But even when you think about it, man, think of all the bands, like, you know, that are just going to be doing shit once it's back. You know yourself, you just said it. It's going to be class.
It's going to be deadly.
And fair play to the bands that were still, you know, putting stuff out and releasing stuff. And, you know, still pushing on through it, like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're keeping it going. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
While the rest of us take a break.
Definitely. And I know, like, I've met other bands, you know, and they were saying, yeah, we're recording our stuff from, but, you know, I'm probably better off waiting till it's back to normal, like, you know, so you can properly, you know, put it out and, you know,
that's the thing.
Just even with Zora, they were saying that they put out that Mortals album a year ago, and that was the first time getting to play it, like, you know. I think it was getting to play it live, I think, something like that. And you know, with the live gig they did with
the live stream,
the Siegecast, that was their first time actually getting to gig that album, like, I'm pretty sure.
Jesus.
So, like, so that'll tell you, like, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. So, what, without giving any more secrets away, what's planned for Slung From A Tree coming up?
We've the bones, we've an album done, basically, what you could call it album. Like, you know, we've stuff recorded, and we just have to. You finished the vocals, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it's 2 songs left to do vocals for, and then just mix it and try and get a song decent.
Where did you just record, lads? Did you just record anywhere specific?
Pure DIY job, like we.
We did the drums with Chris Quigley in
Pharmacia.
Yeah.
You know the venue, the pub in Limerick, Pharmacia. It'll be off. It would have been Riddler's a few years ago. But,
I know.
Yeah, my mates run that gaff, and they let us record the drums upstairs. And the whole thing was that, like, we had a day to do this, you know. And Chris, Mr. Joe, everyone, it was all good mates that Joe involved. You know, Chris and his band, they're all Joe very close to the owners and all the cracks. So Joe, there was no problem, like. But it was just mad, you know, sitting up there. I think we were there from what time did we finish it? We were in there at 12 o'clock, or 1 o'clock.
We're there till
And it was
11
dark,
o'clock
like when we
night.
finished. Like, but the thing was, we were drinking pints and all, man. Like, and having a couple of horrible, breaks and stuff. And
As you do.
I remember then I think you and Andrew went away and you came back. You had like two pizzas and like fucking 20 chicken wings.
That's it. Yeah, I went away to get food and all. I went to Apache Pizza across the road. I was like, I can't remember what happened. I think we were taking a break, whatever, and I was like, "Who wants food?"
Yeah.
I went across the road, came back with a lot of pizzas and fucking chicken and shit, man. Oh.
You look after your bandmates.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Gotta keep the boys fed, huh?
Yes,
But,
absolutely.
But
Yeah.
no, it was we did the drums inside there. Anyways, we did it all in a day. I can't remember how many songs it was, and we were in there for hours. Very, very DIY job.
About 12 hours. I'd say.
Yeah, literally in the upstairs. You can never see it. It was bright. It was dark. It was bright when we came in. It was dark when we came out. Like, and it's funny because it was a Saturday night as well, man. And it's a really busy place. Like, and it was just us upstairs, and there's people like walking upstairs, being like, "Oh, what lads, are you playing tonight?" And all this. Yeah, it was funny, man. But we did, as I said, we did the drums there, and then we did the guitars and everything else. Joe Aaron did that, and sure, Aaron just tell you about that because I haven't the clue to that.
Yeah, I kind of recorded some of them, like from a cab, like an actual amp, and then I had a few digital, and then I went down to Owens and I recorded the bass, and I did the vocals then in like an old dance hall kind of up in the town. Fucking
Cool.
but yeah, but fucking just other than the drums, really, it was all kind of ourselves just figuring it out.
And are you happy with what's there so far?
Yeah. I might redo some guitars, but fucking other than that, it's very good.
You see, it's something now that like it's been. How do I put it? Like we did the drums in what would have been 2019. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
So it's something now at this stage. It's just dragging, and
Yeah.
the sooner it's kind of done and dusted, the better. Because we all have ideas for like new music and stuff, and the sooner this is out and done, straight away to start writing new music.
I think
That's the plan, man.
I think a lot of bands would be like that, like if they're in a situation like where yourselves, where they this stuff that they're waiting to get out, and then they have these ideas for new stuff. I'd say it's a lot of bands like that,
That's the thing, like and like after playing, because this is basically like the recording is just practically like what we've been playing for the past while, the set list wise, besides a couple of other songs. So like it's almost be like putting it to bed, like you go sleep there now.
Yeah, you'll wake you in 6 months.
Yeah. We'll do some new stuff for a while, like, That's the plan, anyways.
Lovely. Like, I presume, you can't even tell me when you'll have it finished or not. So,
it won't be too much longer.
Next few months, I'd say. Once we get the vocals done, really.
It's not a matter of finding somewhere to actually do the vocals. That's the thing.
Yeah, like you need somewhere fucking away from houses anyway.
Yeah.
You
especially for your screams, fuck's sake.
That's the fucking thing, mate. Yeah.
Tell them about what happened inside the hall there.
Yeah, I was inside one night. I was recording vocals away. I had headphones on. Oh, can you still hear me there? You can?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah. I thought it was after cutting out, but I was inside and I had headphones on, and I was finished the song, took the headphones off. I hear all the banging on the door. I was thinking someone's trying to break into the hall here. I better act. I grabbed like the dumbbell bar.
Questions later, right?
I walked out. I said, "Who's there? Who's there?"
Who's that?
Yeah. All I hear. I walked over to the door. Then all I hear, "Gardy, open up, open up." They said, "We heard 5 people roaring in here. There must be a party." I said I was only recording vocals, and I showed them the fucking microphone, the interface, and the whole lot. They're fucking yes. They fucking They thought that they were after finding us.
Did they leave you alone?
They looked around and they just went away. Like, there's about 5 fucking guards inside the place looking around.
Place got raided, man.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Fuck's sake. Where is it? Is it Liz Toll? It's Liz Toll under there. You know, a small Kerry town, but not small, like, you know. But you know yourself, like.
They were not bored that they just had to do something.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, imagine walking past though and hearing it. Like, in fairness, and like in Kerry, my places, if you were getting, would you be like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, and it was about 10 o'clock at night. Then, like, is that not?
Well, you would think there was something fucking mental going on, alright?
Yeah. Like they opened the door, then they said, if anyone tries to make a run, we've the whole building surrounded. Like, fuck.
Yeah, because they're from New York or something, like, you know.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, come on, put your hands up.
Yeah.
Where we can see them.
Christ.
Oh my God. So, I look forward to hearing this album, lads.
Yeah.
And maybe when you have it recorded, we'll do another podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be perfect. That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be
ideal. So
in a few months.
Yeah, in a few months, exactly. Yeah, not straight away.
Hopefully, yeah.
That wouldn't make sense, Aaron. That wouldn't make sense, like, you know.
Let it simmer. Let it stew up. You know.
Could be a few years too. You know.
We might go into hiatus for a while, like.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Don't say that.
Right.
I'm going to wrap up for tonight, and I just want to say thank you very much for coming on to KingWoes Court, lads. It
was a pleasure, man.
Been a great little chat. Been a fantastic little chat, and you know, when we get off here, you gotta give me some other bands to maybe get on the court. You know,
definitely have a couple of recommendations.
Yeah, because I want to start. You know, I want a podcast with almost every band in the country. So
yeah.
You know,
it's great.
Yeah, so.
Definitely a great way to put it there.
There's a good few in Limerick too that haven't been on podcasts, like, isn't there?
Yeah, I can think. I can think of the names now, anyways.
So. Yeah, I can.
Okay, well, we'll have a chat about that then in a few minutes.
Perfect.
But for now, Slung From A Tree are leaving the court. Thank you very much for coming on today. And there'll be links on the video for your Facebook and your Bandcamp and all that kind of stuff.
Perfect. Thanks very much for having us, man.
All right.
Yeah,
and anyways, KingWoes Court is out of here, motherfuckers.